guys, it's Scribe Buffer here with one more video for you. This time I'm gonna talk about speed. I'm gonna talk about this Excel, let me call it Excel calculator, where you can calculate how much speed you need on all your mobs to like buff up with your Bernard or any kind of buffer you have and never lose a turn. You know exactly the speed you need when you go like Bernard Mega Evolution. You know the exactly speed you need on each Lucian. You basically calculate any speed you need to never lose a turn. First of all, I'm gonna explain how speed works in general, and then I'm gonna get deeply on how my calculator works. Okay, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to a Reddit post where that's the post where I learned how to calculate the speed. Okay, I learned how speed works. That's the post where gave me the information I needed to make this calculator. Okay, but I'm gonna try to explain briefly. So everyone starts with 0 attack bar. On first round, everyone got 0 attack bar, and all the monsters will tick up until they have 100% attack bar or more. So yes, you can have more than 100% attack bar. It will just show 100%, but deep inside you have more than 100% attack bar. Okay. So the tick is about 7% of your current speed. What is your current speed? Is the speed you have after all the buffs, all the speed leader, everything. It's your current speed. Your actual speed on the moment is your tick. Every turn you get a tick. On the first turn you will get a lot of ticks, right, until someone reaches the attack bar. Here's the simulator for this occasion. Okay, you can see here all the input that I put and simulates the attack bar increasement. That's basically how speed works. It's a tick situation. When you're violent, your monster don't get an extra tick. Okay, every time you get a turn, when it's your round to attack, you will tick up. Everyone will tick up. When you're violent, it doesn't happen. Okay, it's just one time per monster, let me say like that. So now, if you want to know more details about it, just read the post that is on the description. I read the post. It's really great. You're gonna learn everything about speed. So let's go to my Excel sheet. That is what matters here. Here on the top, you see a lot of inputs. You can have your monster's base speed. This is important. The value of your speed token, your enemy's speed token, and your speed leader and your enemy speed leader if you do have one. Notice that if you have 15% speed, you need to put 0.15. okay, this is important too. So if you get like, oh, I have 15% speed, I will put 15 here, it will bug. Okay, see this crazy tick first round, he got 100 tick. No, okay, 0.15. And here you put like your first attack bar increase. You get the first turn, you have like I'm assuming if you're in this case, I'm assuming a Bernard going on the first round, so he will increase 30% of your attack bar, and we will get attack buff, speed buff. Okay, if you have speed buff, you need to write yes here. I mean, sim means yes in English. Okay, sim is yes in Portuguese. Actually, sim is yes in Portuguese. So you just need to write sim here. It could be like caps lock or whatever. It will work if you write sim. So if you have a second buffer like a Magan, you put like 30% here. Okay, oops, not 20%, 30%. Oh my god, I'm sorry about that. 30%, and it will consider that you have a Magan too. Other case, you have a Pyrion, you put 50%. Okay, it will consider a Pyrion here, but in this case we are considering a Bernard. Okay, so I'll always assume 15% your enemy's totem, okay, to the worst case situation. After you put all the base speed, you need to notice one thing. On this calculator, I'm assuming that your buffer will always attack first, then your mob number 1. If you are using like Bernard, Magan, double Lucian, your Magan will be mob number 1, your Bernard will be buffer, and Lucian 2, Lucian 3, okay? Bernard, Galleon, 2 attackers. This will be your faster attacker, this will be your slower attacker. Notice this is the speed base speed, not your current speed, okay? So that is the first step. Put all the inputs to the situation you want to generate. On this situation that I'm representing here, I'm assuming in my case, okay, that I use Bernard, then I use Galleon, then I use Thayer, Tasher. Sometimes I do that combo, okay? Bernard, Galleon, Thayer, Tasher. And I'm assuming that I'm facing a Chloe or a Bernard, 111 speed base, okay? Here, 30% squeeze. Yes, it's a Bernard, so we got a speed buff. And I have no speed leader, okay? So after you put all your inputs, like I did, you need to put your buffer, your speed buffer, or attack bar buffer, whatever. Speed. My Bernard is 276 speed. Okay, so first of all, you put all this, then you put your buffer speed, and which generates automatically your enemy mob worst case speed. Okay, this is the speed of your enemy mob, the worst case possible. Okay, so let's put 275 here. Notice that if I change my speed leader to like a Vanessa, for example, the worst case will change, will go higher than your buffer, because this is the worst case, okay? We'll see here the ticks are as close as possible, like for this case 200, this is the worst case. If I go 313, Chloe is faster than my buffer, okay? 312, buffer is faster than my Chloe. This is the worst case, I guarantee to you, okay? So 275 on this case is the worst case possible. If my Bernard attack first, this is the worst case you can have. So let's get to business. Then after you put your enemy speed, it will automatically generate what speed your mob number 1, your mob number 2, and your mob number 3 need. Okay, it will automatically generate that. But oh, your mob number 3 needs more speed than your mob number 1. Yes, he does. Why that? Because your enemy will keep getting ticks. Can you see here? Every turn he'll get more ticks. And his tick on the worst case generation, on the worst case situation, will be higher than your mob number 3 ticks. Okay, like for example, here you can see that it raised like 21 and your mobs 20. Okay, so every turn your Chloe gets closer to your mob 3. Okay, so he needs a little bit more speed to compensate that. If you don't run a Bernard, if you run a Purion, for example, this will be even like even more far apart. Let me say aqui, write anything, okay? It will, yes, you consider that it's a Bernard. If you write anything else, it's not Bernard. See, if it's not a Bernard, it will go even more far apart, because you will not have like the speed buff, and the Chloe will get closer to you every turn faster. Okay, just saying that. Okay, so my case, it's a Bernard. This is automatically generates the speed you need. So let's put like from mob that needs to attack last is the one that you need to put first. Let me see here, 196. Then your mob number 2 needs 197. Okay, it's corresponding here. And your mob number 1 needs 193. So here you can see that my mob number 3 is faster than mob number 1 and my mob number 2. You can see the turn order here, okay? Your buffer will go first, and then your mob number 3 will, and then it's just bugged, okay? It's my calculator doesn't consider that my mob number 3 will go first. I told you that. So how do you fix that? And first of all, why your mob number 3 is faster than mob number 2? Okay, mob number 2 got more speed than you. It's because of that your base speed on mob number 3 is higher, and this 15% will increase just on base speed, so that's why he's faster. So you want mob number 1 to go first, right? So let's put 199 for example, then here 198. My mob number 3 is still faster than my mob number 2, so 199 here. Now this is perfect, okay? Only for 198. 198 is also accepted, you know. Mob number 1 will still go first. He's slower than my Galleon is slower than my Tear if I do that speed, but he's still going first because of the speed base, okay, the base speed. So this is the optimized speed you can have, okay? If you want to never lose a turn, this is the speed you're gonna need, okay? So let's try another case. Let's say we have Bernard, Megan, Devolution. What is Megan's base speed? I'm not sure. I guess it's 9.5, okay? So let's say it's 9.5. Every Lucian is 103. So this is my Bernard, this is the enemy, this is the same situation, okay? I'm putting... Do you have speed buff? Yes, Bernard will attack first. But now you have a Megan. Oops, you're not seeing it, okay? Do you have speed buff? Yes, sim. Yes, in Portuguese. But now you have a Megan. So put that on the second turn, you have 30% attack bar increase. The base speed is correct, this is correct, this is correct, and my buffer speed is correct. All sets up for the first part. Second part, you get your enemy's worst case, okay? Enemy mob worst case scenario. In this case, it will be the same because it did not change anything. So this is the worst case scenario. And it automatically generates the speed you need, okay? So is everything correct here? Yes, everything's correct. So for you to never lose a turn, you're gonna need 195 speed on your Megan, 145 in one Lucian, okay? Oops, 149 in one Lucian, and 149 here, and 150 here. I was looking wrongly. It's like two Lucians. I was getting confused. So you need like 149 on the slower Lucian. So you can actually go 149 here in case like it's double Lucian, unless you want to make sure that one specific Lucian goes first than the other, which doesn't make sense to me, but you can go 149 here too and it will work. See, your buffer will attack first, then your Megan, in this case it's a Megan, and then your double Lucian. And for that to happen on this specific situation, you need 140 speed on your on your Lucian number 2, but it makes no sense because he needs to be faster than this, so it goes 149 or 150, and you need 149 on your slower Lucian. On your slower Lucian. I hope I'm trying to explain myself like as better as I can. Okay, let's try another one. This one goes to YDCB. I was watching his video today, and he was making a Psmath, which is the Waterfire King that gives 33% speed leader. This was Psmath, Bernard, Galleon, Tear, or what's his name again? The Wind Chimera. I forgot the name of him. Whatever. So I'm assuming it's a Bernard, Galleon, Smith, Taylor. I'm assuming that's the order of attack that he wants. And he attacked Vanessa Bernard. And his Bernard went first, and then the other Bernard stole his turn. So his runes are not optimized. So let's see how much he would need to not get this turn stolen, okay? 30% on your speed leader, 30% on your enemy speed leader. Nope, you don't have a Megan. Yes, it's a Bernard. 32% for your Bernard, okay? This setup, this is setup. This is setup, and now I don't know his speed. I will assume 285. I will assume that speed, okay? I don't know his Bernard speed. He showed some time ago, but I don't remember. So the worst case scenario, your enemy's Bernard or Chloe will be 284. So on that situation, I'm playing Summoner's War. That is why I'm looking here. I'm making the video and farming at the same time. Yeah, man. Don't stop farming. So your enemy will have 284 speed on the worst case scenario. Now, these are the speed you need to optimize your monsters. Okay, remember that your monster number 3 needs to be the slower one, okay, the slowest. Then your monster number 2 needs to move. Let's see, yes, our monster number 2 is faster. You need to check that turn order, because sometimes the speed base will change this, even though monster number 2 and 3 are like this, you know. If this was the shot, I've already explained this. I don't know what I'm saying again. Okay, so with higher base speed, you need like more speed. Anyway, I've already explained this. Just remember to check the turning order to make sure it's right. So this is his Taylor. His Taylor needs 207 speed not to lose a turn. His Smith needs 208 not to lose a turn. So his Galleon, let's go with 206. Yes, 206 is enough because of high speed. 206, 7 is, oh, of course 7 is right. 205 is also correct. 204. Holy shit. 200? No. 202. You need to keep testing, okay? 203. Okay, now it's correct. Buffer, mob number 1, mob number 2, mob number 3. Now it's in the correct order. With this is slower than the other mobs, but he will go first because all those buffs goes to the base speed. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it again so you don't say, hey, it's bugged. Okay, it makes no sense. No, it's not bugged. You need to be attention with those speed buffs that goes just on the base speed. So anyways, for White CB never lose a turn, he would need 203 on his Galleon, 208 on his Smith, 207 on his Taylor. Remembering, if he gets like 210 here, oops, 210 here, he will need more speed on his Galleon, okay? So he makes sure that Galleon attack first. Those are 3 examples that I made. So I hope you got how this works. One thing that I forgot to talk about was about this. I've heard a lot of people saying that you need 7-8% speed on your other mobs to make sure they will move. I've heard of 7.5, I heard of 7.3. Everyone makes a different speed, you know, like they calculate and they get to a result. But this is to one specific scenario. There's a lot of things that can change. Okay, the totals can change. If you have a speed leader, it will change, believe me. If you have this different base speed, this will change. If you have different chicks, like if it starts at chick number 5 and then you change your speed and it starts at chick number 4 or chick number 6, this will also change that I've made a post on Reddit about this, explaining exactly why it happens, the chick influence. Okay, let me create this situation. Okay, 175. Nope. 270. Okay, 269. Okay, look here. 268. On this situation, we are starting on chick 5. Okay. Oops, we're starting on chick 6. That is what I meant. We are starting on chick 6. And if we optimize our monsters, 198, 200, no, not enough. Mob 3 is moving first. 201 is enough. 202 here to make sure. Okay. Now it's optimizing. Those are the speeds of my monster on a case Bernard, normal case, okay, Bernard, and then my mobs move. In the worst situation, they will start on tick 6. The speed percentage that I need on my first mob is, let's consider our third mob. The third mob is the worst situation, okay? Is 73.6%. Okay, but if we go to 270 here, our turn will start on tick 5. After 5 ticks, our turn will start. So everything changes. See, it was 198, it goes down to 191. You change 1 speed on your buffer, you need 7 speed less here. Did you see that? Let's make here 193. Nope. 194. And let's get here 193. Yeah, that's enough. That's about enough. Okay. So we go down to 70%. Okay. 72 here, 71 here. Okay. Why does it happen? It changed like 2-3% here. Why? Because the more chicks you get, the more further apart, the more far apart you get from the mob number 3, mob number, you know, the more chicks you get. Like here the difference is just 6%. Here the difference is 28, and it gets further, you know. So the faster you can get to 100%, the less further apart it will be. I'm sure you never heard of that. I'm sure no one never heard of that. I never heard of that before I make this calculator, you know. You change it 1 here, the chick change, everything changed like brusquely, like 7 speed less you need. This is a lot. Okay, so you can see that if you optimize. So you want to talk about exactly percentage. This is dangerous. Okay, so that's it. I guess I hope you understand how this works. I'll leave a link in the description to download this calculator if you want, so you can optimize your own runes. If you have any doubt, contact me. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, share with your friends. This is I can't call it like game changing. I don't know, maybe. I hope so. This will help a lot of people, like a lot, you know. So like the video if you like this, share with your friends. Hope I helped you. See ya.